This will be just a quick review. I have to get this guitar back to the customer pretty soon. So I haven't had a lot of time to research this yet, but I'm pretty impressed with the quality of this thing. Fretwork's great. They're not sharp at the edges. The neck straightened out nicely. The truss rod was really easy to turn. The bridge is glued down. The finish looks perfect. I mean, it has some wear on it, but that it looks like the initial work is really good. This is a quality instrument. It's a decent volume. It's not the loudest guitar I've played. I have Elixir light gauge strings on here now too, so if it had mediums it would be a little louder. But it has a very pleasant sound. Nice and full. And I didn't have to do anything as far as fret leveling. It came from the factory. Great. And all I had to do to it was I took it down just a little bit at the nut, just on a couple of the strings. It wasn't bad from the factory setup. Took it down at the saddle. The guy wanted it a little bit easier to play. It wasn't bad, but it's just a little bit lower. The saddle was loose in the slot, so I just widened it so it's a bit more of a snug fit and it's not leaning forward anymore. Tighten up the jack. Oh, and watch out for these end pin jacks. If you have a guitar with one of these, keep your eye on it. Keep it tight all the time. Thankfully, this one I didn't have to put a bigger washer on it. It's still new enough to where you won't need to do that. But just tighten the nut on the inside a little bit, and then tighten one on the outside. Now it's good. If you can't tighten them anymore, stick a bigger washer on the end. And that'll keep them tight. That way you're not twisting the wires, and then you have to resolder all of it. But you see, good quality tuners. Everything about this guitar is good. I'm very impressed. It's just a nice, sweet sound. I guess this one was modeled after an older D18. I have a D18, one of mine here, just so you can kind of hear them. It's not completely comparable. I have medium gauge strings on the D18. And it's 2007 straight braced D18. But, here's a G chord on this one. On this one, so this guitar has a little more bass to it. Again, this is a straight bass D18, so it's not quite as full as the newer ones are a little fuller sounding, as well as the older, pre-war ones. I'll strum a little bit on this one here. Back to the Eastman. To me, I'm thinking the D18 is a little bit harsh sounding compared to this Eastman, although that D18 cuts through really well, and it's actually my main guitar for just playing acoustic gigs. If I'm not plugging in anything, that thing cuts through, and you can compensate for the harshness by the angle of the pick or what kind of pick you use. And it sustains. This guitar has more sustain, but this one's a little more resonant. Again, so just a quick review. I didn't have a lot of time to research it. Oh, and I'll show you the pickup too. So you're just plugged in. A very natural sounding pickup. I don't know what pickup is in it, but it is an undersaddle pickup. They might have other methods in here too, or other sensors, but it's a very natural sounding. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.